Hi there, I'm Sean Wilmot, and today we're going to be taking a look at the new LTX Trail tyre from Michelin. Today we will be covering the new LTX Trail on a variety of surfaces and testing out the improvements Michelin has made, touching on improved longevity, greater safety and control, reduced noise and increased comfort. This all-terrain tyre has been designed to deliver high levels of performance across a range of surfaces, paying specific attention to highway, which historically has not been factored into with all-terrain tyre designs. The LTX Trail is a Southern Hemisphere design which fits beautifully into the Kiwi adventure lifestyle. While Michelin's LTX ATs are renowned for play, this generation is far better suited to a mix of work and play, making it ideal for the tradies, city drivers and weekend warriors. One of the great things about Michelin is that they really pay a lot of attention to the whole construction of the tyre, and there's some very scientific stuff that they've actually allowed us to show you this time round, and that's very unusual. On the inside cut, you'll notice that there are a couple of little lines in here, and you might be wondering what they are. These are fabrics, and they actually stretch through, and they actually form the strength of the tyre as it goes around. Up here on the surface is where we want a little bit of flex and a little bit of movement, but here is where you want a nice lot of strength, so it holds its integrity together quite nicely. If I pull like that, and I'm now exerting quite a bit of pressure on that, it's not moving. And that gives us the strength within these canvas strips in the walls that maintain the tyre's structural integrity and therefore safety. Well, since we're in a slowdown zone, it seems like this is an appropriate point to talk a little bit about the incredible stopping power of the Michelin tyres. And when I say incredible, yeah, it is incredible because it's all independently tested. When they're brand new tyres, this is what I'm talking about, we also have very, very good stopping distance in the wet as well. That's when the stopping distance is actually measured to be around about 4.6 meters better in terms of stopping distance to comparing it to the nearest competitor, because they maintain their safety and integrity capabilities from as good as when they were new right down to the end of their useful life. And that's pretty damn impressive value for money. Oh my goodness, this is just absolutely amazing handling. The control that I've got with these tyres is just awesome. That was a brilliant run through there. Absolutely killer dust through there. But the tyres are just magnificent. It's like a rally car, it really is. I would not expect a ute to go as well as that on all-terrain tyres. What we have here is a very well-crafted tyre. And we're going to show you a little bit more about what makes it go, how it all functions with this tread. Now this is the tread pattern, and as you can see, there's a lot of grooves, a lot of chunks, and a lot of big hunky bits of rubber here, all of which is perfect for all-terrain work. We've got water dispersal channels, we've got mud dispersal channels, and we've also got a nice different pattern between a lot of these functions. So some of these tread blocks are bigger than others, some are smaller than others, but they all have a very specific purpose. This is actually all derived from Michelin's rally-driven experience, and as a consequence of that, it's actually called Rally Force 2, this technology, and it's the way the blocks are actually structured so that they actually give you a huge amount of grip, and they also give you a huge amount of flexibility in the front, which is what you need. These tread blocks here, which are the larger ones and still form part of the central core, are actually designed to be nice and big and chunky, and they're absolutely wonderfully resistant to chipping. The last thing I want to talk about in regards to the tyre tread is this strip here. These are what Michelin call duo harmony blocks. Now these are two different size tread blocks, and their function is to basically act as a white noise generator and obliterate as much sound as possible from the cabin, from the tyres. Now some of you may be looking a little bit closely and discovering that, hang on a minute, there's cracks in these tyre blocks already. What's going on there? Well, these are actually designed to be here. Now these are called sipes, and these are very, very clever because they look like cuts in the tyre, and that's exactly what they are. So what the sipes do is they are actually very, very good at moving within the tyre block. As you can see, they stretch and they compress, and basically they form a huge strength block for the tyre because they're individually cut all the way through, and they're sort of like a waffle shape as you go down, and they go all the way down through the tread block, and that gives you an amazing amount of grip, and that's their function. Okay, so enough of the science lessons. because quite frankly, I've had enough talking. I want to get back into some driving because these tyres, they're absolutely ace on this surface. Follow me around. So there we have it, the Michelin All-Terrain LTX Trail. This is an all-in-one tyre that does everything that it should do, and it does it exceptionally well. So we've got a highway tyre that can tackle tarmac, it can tackle gravel, it can tackle grass, and it can tackle sand, and it does it all brilliantly. Now, there was one thing we haven't touched on particularly, and that's the longevity. We have mentioned it, but this particular tyre goes up against its nearest premium competitor and outperforms it lifespan for lifespan by up to 41%. Now that's a staggering figure, and go and check the Michelin website and they'll give you all the data that you need to back up that statement. So basically, whenever you're looking at buying one of these, you're looking at saving over the long span life of the tyre. But there's something else. You're also saving in the wallet when it comes to working at the pump, because this is a fuel saving tyre. So it's really giving you a double whammy of a bonus, and you can't really ask for much more than a tyre from that. And with that, there's not much more I really need to say, except that Michelin tyres, safe when new, safe when worn. And with that sort of an argument, how can you possibly object to walking into your nearest Michelin dealer and specifying your next AT tyre as the LTX Trail?